Alright, well, hello everybody, how are you? Hope you're all safe, hope you are all well. It is, well, you can't forget today, remember, the 5th of November. I'll tell you what, it's actually quite warm. I've worn far too many layers, I think, for the temperature. I don't know what it is, but it's warm, it's dry, sun is, well, trying its best over there. But yeah, we're out and about on the ZZR1400, and as by the time this video comes out, you'd have seen the second bike reveal. So that's happened. It hasn't happened now in real time, but it's happened in the video lineup. So hope you're all impressed, hope you're all happy, hope you're all happy for me, hope you all think it's awesome, the Kawasaki Vulcan 1700 Voyager. But today is about the ZZR, and today we are off to Dave Wood Racing in Buckingham to go and get its ECU tuned up. Now that we've got the Delcovic decatted exhaust headers, I should say, we have the headers, we don't have the end pipes, we have Scorpion end cans, which we've had since I bought the bike. So yeah, let's see what we can get out of the ECU tuning. These from stock, I believe, because I don't actually know, are between 187 and like 193, somewhere around there. Got to bear in mind that this is a 15-year-old motorcycle. It doesn't look it at times, I think, but it is 15 years old. So it's probably lost a few ponies here and there. So I'm gonna be quite conservative. I think like maybe the 180, maybe even the 187 to the 189. And what am I hoping for? Do you know what? I'm just hoping for as close to 200 as possible. I don't really know what to expect. I don't want to get my hopes up, but I kind of am hoping for close to 200. So I'm not gonna ramble on because most of this video I want to be after the ECU tuning's been done. So join me a little later. ECU tuning done, remapping done. Dave Wood Racing Dyno in Buckingham. Give that a search if you need your bikes done. As you can see, there's a lot out here. A lot out here to be done. They do a wide variety, including inside was actually a Kawasaki Vulcan 1700. Can you believe that? I've just bought one and one's in here. Okay, so why? I need to get used to that throttle, and that is what the fella said. The fella said it will just take the tiniest bit of adjustment for me, because now the throttle is basically, so apparently these have like 2 throttles. I'm going to word this as best as I can because he worded it very technically and I'm not technically very gifted or knowledgeable. So these have like 2 throttles, one that is controlled by the rider and then an internal one somewhere that opens up once you've hit a certain RPM and you're going for it. What he's done now is they're now just completely linked, and when you open your throttle it opens the other one, so they're both open, now both controlled by me. So you will notice more of a pull. I don't know if that technically is an increase in the power or if that's an increase in like the torque or what it is, or if that's just going to be the noticeable pull of the actual motorcycle, but that's what's happened. So that's change number 1. Change number 2 is on the first dyno run. He said that actually this wasn't doing too bad in terms of its throttle, how much the throttle was opening when at like full speed or high RPM, so like going for it. He said, but it had a really weak beginning. So when you see it on the screen, you see it go up the RPM value, and it sort of gives you a percentage of how much the throttle is open. So regardless of what you're doing, whether you're twisting your hands, ripping it back, or whether you're just doing light tiny twitches, it's how much of the throttle is opening. And thank you. Her wheels moved, and apparently that wasn't the best at going at low RPM, so he sorted that all out now. It's not like obviously twist the throttle 100%, you still do need a little bit of a build up, and also once it reached 100% throttle and you're absolutely going for it, you then do start to see a bit of a drop off in terms of its throttle, so the throttle starts to almost close itself up. That's all gone now. It is basically just totally de-restricted. all the restrictions, all the limitations that they put on these bikes from the manufacturer, from stock. You can't blame them. You can't blame them. They are just looking out for themselves, for people's safety, etc., etc. It's up to you whether you then want to go and get it all tuned up like I have, but it will improve the performance of your motorcycle. Now, I'm not speaking from fact because I've obviously only just got this back, but we have a half an hour ride ahead of us, so fingers crossed I'll get to experience a lot more of what I'm talking about. Okay. Subtle, very subtle differences, but you got to remember, I've owned this bike a little while now. I was going to say a long time. I've owned this bike now 3 years, so I'll nod to the scooter rider. He didn't nod to me back. That's all right. Just hurt my feelings. I've owned this bike a fair while. I know how it feels. I know how that throttle bites and gives. So I'm just then that again, just that was just the first initial pull. But the word that he used a lot, and the word I'm going to now probably use a lot, it was smoother. That put on, that get up, that get and go is a lot smoother. Yeah, that's smooth. That is smooth. That feels so nice. And these already, the ZZR1400s, they already take away quite a lot of the feel of harsh acceleration. You know what I mean? Like, these bikes are designed to go quick in a straight line. And I've already said in the past that riding this ZZR quickly it's never felt like you're actually going that fast. It's not like riding a Supersport 1000 where you feel it. You feel as if you're going fast because you're light, you're nimble. The throttle is super responsive, and it's all happening. All the wind, everything's zooming at you a million miles an hour. This doesn't give you that feeling because it's so big and so bulky and so well, now it's definitely really smooth, but it's almost been like it's comfortable. Do you know what I mean? Doing higher speeds, higher RPM, comfortable on this. And I personally wouldn't have thought there was a way to improve that, but the ECU tuning, that's what it's done. It's just made that acceleration that bit smoother. And again, I just don't feel like I'm going that fast. And that's dangerous to a point, but wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. That puts so much confidence in you as a rider, in your pride and joy about its performance. Not that I had doubts or anything like that, but that, oh, wow, it's running so well. Sounds wonderful. Putting those decatted Delkovic headers, getting that ECU tune, beautiful. Really has just made this bike run really smoothly. I'm very happy about it. Whilst I'm now about to enter the back roads on the way home, and it's getting dark, I've got my tinted visor, so I can't be out too long. But I'll give the power figures, shall I? So, not afraid, not ashamed to admit that I might have oversold the stock power. It turns out, and it probably was, it was probably about 187, like when it came out the factory. But the stock run on this was 183. So that was when it got put on the dyno, first run 183 something. I'll put photos of all of the readouts. 183. So yeah, you know, yeah, it is what it is. I don't mind it. Again, I've never rode this bike and gone, oh, it hasn't got enough power. 183, more than enough. But with the changes to the fueling, giving it a little bit more fuel lower down, and with the opening up of the throttle and removing all the restrictions and limitations, we're now up to 193 point something brake horsepower. Can we call it 194? No, we can't. We'll call it 193. So 193 brake horsepower, absolutely beautiful. So not quite 200, but I tell you what, we're within a stone's throw, and I will certainly take that. I'm quite happy. Alright guys, so yeah, I absolutely love it. We've got more power, we've got better acceleration, we've got a lot more fuel in, the throttles are open, the limitations are all gone, the restrictions are all gone, and with the decat headers as well, it just breathes a lot better. It's smoother on the throttle, smoother to be on and off the throttle. It's fantastic, it's absolutely fantastic. Cannot recommend getting your bike ECU tuned enough, I really can't. And if you're local, or even if you're just in the East Anglia, I would highly recommend Dave Wood Racing to do it. Really nice chats in there, really nice chats, great conversations, and fantastic service. Yeah, they really know what they're talking about. They run you through it. It's very technical. They are clearly very intelligent men, unlike myself. I just get on a bike and ride it. Yeah, 10 out of 10, 5-star service. So yeah, go check them out. Instagram, websites, Google, all that, and go and book your bike in for an ECU tune-up. So I'm now stuck behind this tractor, so I'll just wrap it up here. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed it. If you do, give it a like. If you're not subscribed to the channel, consider doing so, because we've got the Kawasaki ZZR1400 that we love to go out and do big boy fun on. But we've also just bought a Kawasaki Vulcan 1700 Voyager, which will make long trips and touring much more appropriate for me and Sarah, much more doable. And yeah, out of anything, if you're only going to do one thing, but you know, make the most important thing, leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you guys. What do you think about ECU tuning? Have you done it to your bike? And yeah, just any other thoughts and opinions. Love to hear from you guys. Right, thank you all so much for watching. Until the next time, cheers.